What is up, guys? In this video we're going to be going over how we can use functions in the Swift language. So to get started, as always, we're going to go ahead and create a very simple example, and to create a function we're just going to use the keyword func, and we need to provide a function name, and that can be literally anything you want as long as it's not a reserved keyword. So for this example we're going to go ahead and type in say hello, and then we're going to open up a pair of curly brackets. Now functions are used to make our code more reusable. So inside here we're going to be able to write some code that we won't have to copy later. So for example, if we want a function to say hello there, and then we want to also write this function has been called. So that's what we decided to insert, and usually this will be used to make a much more sophisticated calculation or something that's simple that you do not want to repeat. So now when we go ahead and call this function, it's going to call these two lines of code. And the benefit of doing this is that instead of copying and pasting this 4 times, now we can just go ahead and copy this function and paste it right below. And it's so much cleaner and so much easier to reuse. And we can reuse this as many times as we want. So it's a very fast way to reuse code. But let's go ahead and make this a little bit more customizable by providing some parameters. So we're going to get rid of this print statement here. And inside here, we're going to provide a name, so we can say hello to a certain name. And to provide a parameter, we need to also define the type that it's going to be of. So now instead of hello there, we're going to do hello / parentheses. And inside here, we're going to insert the name. So now that's the way we can set up the parameter, but now we also need to call it, because if we run the program, we're going to get a function that we're missing the parameter. So to actually call it, we're going to have to go ahead and type in the name followed by the name we want to provide. So here we have to provide a string, and it's going to be called Luigi, and we're going to say hello 3 times to 3 different people. So one's going to be Florian and one's going to be Philip. So now when we run this, we're going to get hello Luigi, hello Florian, and hello Philip. And you might be wondering, why didn't we just go ahead and create 3 print statements and just insert the name instead? Well, that actually stops it from being reusable. So what's good about this is now that we have hello name, we can also type in hello there name, and we can add some more things such as another exclamation mark. And when we rerun the program, it's going to update all of these. Because if we were just to use the print statement, we would have to update each one of these individually. And the last thing I'm going to show you today is how to add a return type to the function. So let's go ahead and create a function that's going to add numbers or do some sort of calculation. And inside here, we're going to add 2 arguments. One's going to be a of type int, and the other is going to be b of type int as well, because we want to add b plus a. And to specify a return type, all we have to do is provide this small arrow and the type we want to actually return. So we want to get an integer as a return type, so we provided int. Then we just create a block as normal, and to return something from a function, we have to add the return keyword. And to make this simple, we're just going to return the sum of a plus b. So now this actually turns into an expression, which means if we go ahead and print add numbers, then all we have to do is provide a number such as 10 and a number such as 20 for b. And when we run the program, we're going to get the sum of these 2 numbers. And we can actually also assign this to a value. So we can go ahead and type in let value equal add numbers. And the first one's going to equal 20. And the next one's going to equal 96. Now we can just go ahead and use this value down here, and we're going to get the exact same result. So we're going to have a added to b, and then we're going to assign it to the value and print the value. And it doesn't have to be limited to 1 line. You can go ahead and add as many lines of code as you want inside here. You can say I'm doing the calculation. And when you run it, it's going to say I'm doing the calculation, and it's going to give you the sum that we were looking for. So you're not limited to how many parameters you can have here. You can put as many as you want. And this can be a return type of string. It can be of Boolean. It can return practically any data type. But with that being said, guys, that's actually all I wanted to show you in today's video regarding functions. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you how we can use the guard statement.